I loves me some 1 degree of Chunky B.
Now, I just have to make a comment about Chunky B. Have you ever seen him looking so good?
The panel then includes actress Lainey Kazan, comedian Chunky B, and Playboy TV host Julie Strain. Chunky?
What was the question? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special day. This is the Father's Day special podcast of love. 1 degree of Chunky B in the garage of love. I just want to let you know there's a barbecue going on outside celebrating the dads of the world. And I think we have two of the greatest dads known to mankind. It's me, Chunky B, and of course the executive producer of Love, who is the father that keeps on giving. Give it up for Gary Adler.
Thanks, Chunky B. Hang on, let me switch to me. I keep giving except to myself. There I am. Welcome to the Father's Day special. And by the way, I just want to say this, Chunky B.
Talk to me.
I was enjoying a delicious burger and a hot dog with my wife and a bunch of friends outside, and you came up with this plan. Yeah. And just so the folks at home know, I had no idea we were doing a podcast 5 minutes ago.
That's true.
So let me cut back to you.
In the celebration of Venice Duck. Venice Duck is brewed by two of the greatest dads, Christian Warren and John Henry Binder. We say Happy Father's Day to you. Adler, you've got two of the most amazing kids, two young men. What's your day-to-day pressure of being a good dad?
Well, I don't know if people know this about me, but I would say 350 days a year, my 12-year-old wakes me up at 5:30 to go surfing. And then I would say 200 out of those days we're waking up the 15-year-old as well, which isn't easy because he doesn't wake up. And then, we go surf, and then I take him to school, and then I put everything away, which fucking blows. And then I go to work. And that's what I've been doing since they were about 8 years old.
What I know your dad is or was a dentist.
Yes.
I know he's out of southern Florida.
Yeah.
What was fatherhood like to you?
My dad was super cool. Like he was always known as, his friends called him Svengali. Like he was the guru of his friends, and it's unfortunate that I come from a divorced family because for 11 years I had it really good. Right. I'm talking about trips to the Bahamas in the summer with another boat. My dad had a nice boat. We would go over there for 4 weeks, sometimes the whole summer.
Wow.
And so that was amazing. And then my parents got divorced when I was 11. And so my mom made a couple of mistakes like, people do. And shacked up with a couple guys, and one of them, wanted to move to Colorado, so we all split, and I didn't see my dad that much after that until I was 13.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that make you want to be a better husband, a better father, because of the path that you were raised in? Does that give you the strength to, father up, husband up more than?
Yeah, I certainly don't want to get divorced if that's what you're asking me.
but something.
No, but that's the truth. Like, I don't want to get divorced because I know what it's like. As a kid.
And that burden would be on your children.
Yeah, that would suck.
And that's what you don't want. You don't want that heartfelt hurt.
But here's the thing, and my wife and I always said this to each other: if there comes a point where we just can't stand being in the same room with each other, we got to call it quits.
Right, you got to tap out.
We have to, and so we haven't reached that point yet. I've come close a couple times.
Yeah,
but nothing too serious. We always get over it.
Yeah, I was raised by a hardcore
beer drinking
FBI agent,
Irish Catholic dad.
Irish Catholic dad. by the name of Tierney O'Rourke.
Yeah.
And I swear to you, to this day, I would not change my dad fatherhood for nothing else. For nobody else. Because I know we've talked about this on the show before, but there's one thing that my dad had, and that was hardcore integrity, hardcore character values, and his loyalty to his family, not so much as to his friends and the great protection of America. Because you know, he was on the task force against terrorism. He was military. He was a strong Marine. And he dedicated himself to the U.S. of A., but not beyond. Like, you know, he wasn't like walking around the streets with the flag and stuff. But he was my dad. I pride myself in raising my children not like I was raised. I'm taking little bits and pieces of what my dad. And I'm trying to be this easygoing, but still play by the rules.
But let me ask you this. Did your, because my dad had a hard time, and I think that generation had a hard time telling them, their kids, they loved them. You know, like you kind of knew it, you know, like it was just sort of an unspoken thing. It wasn't until, and I just want to say for the record, my dad, amazing guy. Like he's provided. I was talking to him today. He put 4 out of 5 kids through college and the other one through captain school. You know what I mean? So like he did good. He did good.
There's a level of dedication to make sure that you guys were taking the right avenue.
Yeah, that's right. Well, plus he led by example. You know,
he's a freaking dentist.
Yeah, and then he got remarried and stayed remarried. Like he would have stayed married to my mom, I'm sure, just because that's the kind of guy he was.
Right.
Yeah.
What characteristics do you have that you want both your boys to have when they're dads?
I think patience probably is the number one.
Yeah.
You know, and just knowing that, you know, it's definitely a marathon, right? You know what I'm talking about.
No doubt, of course.
Because they slip up, you slip up, people slip up, or they do well, or then they don't do well, or whatever it is, and you just have to kind of maintain the same relationship no matter what they're going through.
What characteristic that you have that you do not want your sons to have?
I'm a horrible road rager. I am, man. I'm the worst. Like I get in the car and I am like I'm a different person. You know?
Yeah. No. I've been in a car with you multiple times. Like I agree with that.
Yeah, I've called people, you know, CF and mother. You know, and it's just like, why? Because there's a piece of steel between me and the guy over there. Like, what is that?
Right.
Yeah, I'm an ass. I'm trying to get better because my wife reminds me that my son is now turning 15.
Yep.
And got his driver's permit, and now he's driving around, and so you know, he tells me I'm an idiot when I drive, and he's right. Right.
It's funny that your teenager's starting to give you advice on the road.
Yeah, I know, man. I know, but one thing I am doing now, which is I'm putting that phone down. It's just not. I don't deal with the phone in the car anymore.
Yep. You can't do that. You can't be like, you know, and I've caught myself double secret texting with, you know, the kids in the car. I'm like, listen, don't do this. I just have to do a quick answer.
Yeah.
You know, especially if it's like work related and just like, and it's just going to be like 2 words, send, bam. Here's what I got. Here's my thought.
Okay. What do you want
to do?
And
I know I pulled you out of the backyard barbecue at our own.
It was awesome.
Let's get,
what do you want to do?
How about I just want to hear your son talk.
You want to bring him in here?
I want to bring him in here.
All right.
And give him let's hear his viewpoint of what I'd
love to hear it, you know. And I'm sure, you know, I'm a dick sometimes. So I'll hear that too.
Just give him like a minute of
go for it. What are we doing? Calling him in here?
Yeah,
you want to go get him? You want me to go get him?
Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Beck Adler.
There he is.
All you got to do is put that headset on, brother.
There he is. And then I'll move the mic down a little bit. And you scoot in a little, Beck LaRue. There he is. Welcome, Beck Adler, to the podcast. Have you ever been on?
Yeah, once.
Oh, that's right, with Jay Larson.
That's right.
Remember? He was Trey. Yeah.
Hey, dude, we're celebrating Father's Day, and today is June 21st. Before we start talking about your dad, how's your belly feel? How's your butterflies feel about what's going on next this weekend coming up down in Huntington?
I'm a little nervous, but I really have nothing to lose, so I'm pretty excited, and I just want to go out there and have fun and hopefully do well.
Tell everybody what we're talking about.
It's the nationals for the NSSA, National Scholastic Surfing Association, and it's a series of surf competitions, and this is the last contest, so should be pretty fun.
Yeah. And guess what? I'm coming up to your baseball practice tomorrow to play Hat Whisperer. Did you say something to Coach Jody?
No, I did.
You did?
Yeah. No, we were at a barbecue, and I said, you know who's the bat whisperer? And I said, it's Chunky B.
Yeah.
He's like, really? I said, yeah. Have you ever seen his son hit? He's like, yeah, I have. I said, well, what do you think? That he knows what to do.
And thank you for saying that, because Coach Jody sat on in the bleachers yesterday and saw my son hit a solo homer in the first and a grand slam in the third.
Yeah.
And this was an all-star game against Beverly Hills, and they mercied 17-0.
Yeah, no, that team is beast.
All right, listen. How's your dad as a dad?
He's pretty awesome, actually, because he takes me down surfing before school like 5:30 every day in the morning, and it's like what I love to do, and he loves to do it too, so it's pretty cool.
All right, this is Father's Day, and instead of just giving him a card, give him a card by words right now. Look your dad in the eye and say what's on your mind.
I got the 2-shot.
Yeah.
You're a really awesome dad, and I appreciate everything that you do for me, especially like taking me down to all the contests and come to all my baseball games and everything. And just thanks.
Oh, that's sweet, Beck. Thanks, man. Wait, let me get on Chunky, because I'm not even Chunky likes to cry. You got him, Beck. Good job, babe.
All right.
Good job. Well, I love you too, kid. I mean, you're a special kid. You know that, right? Like, and you know, I know we have a little thing going on with the surfing and the football and the baseball, but you know, I was just telling Chunky, it's a marathon. You know, it's not like a sprint. So one day at a time, and whatever you want to do is okay by me.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, take your headsets off and let me cry without you in there.
What a baby. Look at him, Beck.
In a second.
That's cute.
All right.
By the way, I got a 2-shot here, but it has this empty seat in it. I don't have the 2-shot of you and the guest, or me and the guest.
That's okay.
So
okay.
I have to do it this way, and I apologize. For the folks
no
at home.
worries. No worries.
Yeah, he's a cute little kid, man, and he's really good at everything he does. You know that. And he's obsessed now with football. He's playing.
I know.
He's playing for the West Side Vikings. He starts in August. He's really excited. And then tomorrow starts junior lifeguard. So it's a busy kid.
Right on. Oh, my God. See, that's what fatherhood. This is what this podcast is all about. Right there, goosebumps, a kid looking at his dad.
Yeah, I can't wait till Jack drops the ball.
Hey, listen, you know something? My niece Sarah is coming.
Oh, nice.
First.
Come on in. Oh, look at.
Hello.
What a cutie.
Hi.
Hey, you guys, this is Sarah Frost. She goes to Michigan. She's in the theater arts department that we're so proud of.
Yes, sir.
And her dad is Chris Frost, who was by far and still is my favorite cousin of all time.
I don't know how you want to say that out loud.
That's
there are a
big.
lot of people watching. That's pretty bold.
That's a huge endorsement.
Yeah, I know.
That's a huge
But I'll tell you
endorsement.
what, Allison, trust me. Okay. And Terry, we're talking about fatherhood,
Yes,
Sarah,
we are.
and you have. Can I break this down?
Yeah.
Sarah's got one of the most athletic, smartest, good-looking fathers that lacks one thing: common sense.
Yeah. You could say he likes being compared, or rather hates being compared to Phil from Modern Family.
Right.
But it's pretty up there.
Right
It's
on.
pretty par on.
That's funny.
What's your dad mean to you?
Oh God. My dad and I are really, really close. So he's kind of that guy. We have a very similar sense of humor, which I think my mom tries to discredit. But
Right.
he and I kind of just will like look at each other sometimes and be like, just start cracking up. Because if something's going on, he's the only one who like pays attention to what I'm paying attention to. So
Yeah. Now
He's a
you were
really good
raised. You were raised in New York City.
Yep.
In a decent, nice neighborhood. What did your dad do to guide you going through middle school and high school, where you could have easily stepped out of bounds, especially walking the streets of New York City? Not saying like a streetwalker, but I mean, there was a chance that you could have like gone a different direction. Did you?
You could have been a streetwalker. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're getting to?
I can't even say that to my niece.
But you walked the street, nevertheless.
Right.
But wasn't a streetwalker.
Right.
Let's just clear that up.
Let's get that. How'd your dad? How was your dad growing up?
Well, I was the first child, so I'm the first of three, and the first cousin, really. So I'm the oldest out of everyone, and I'm going to my third year of college now, and every single time I come back home, every time I go out to this day, I'm almost 21. He goes, "Please be careful." Please be careful. Never has he stopped saying that since I've been 11. I started
And are you?
Myself. I am careful.
Do you carry that with you?
Watch your back in New York.
Because I say the same shit, and I hope it sticks.
He looks me in the eyes, and it's one of those times where he holds contact for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So that I know that he's like, he
good.
means it so much, and he's like, just please, trust me so much now.
And now, if you end up hammered somewhere, will you call him? Would you call him or get in the car?
I would. He'd be there in
Have
5
you ever
seconds.
gotten in a car with someone drunk behind the wheel? Be honest.
No,
Be
I
honest.
haven't. Swear on my life, I haven't.
Good
I never
question,
had to
brother.
deal
Good
with
question.
that.
Okay.
Never had to deal with that in New York, which
Oh,
is
that's
amazing.
right, New York City.
Well,
You
now
guys
you're
are
in Los Angeles, and you're doing an internship, and you do have a vehicle, and you do have
do have
friends
a
with
vehicle.
vehicles. There's a thing called Uber. Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
lifesaver. I have a ton of friends from LA who I know from Michigan, and I ask them all the time. I'm like, so what did you guys do? Like, is there always a designated driver? And they're like, either that 10,000, 20%, or we take Ubers everywhere. No one wants. If people do that, it's like at my age, I don't know. Like, it's just you're the biggest idiot.
Okay, my beautiful niece.
That's
I want you to
cool.
look into that camera in the middle. Ignore the duct tape, and I want you to just give a nice 20, 30-second verbal Father's Day card to Chris Frost.
I'm going to repeat one that I actually bought.
Don't look at me. Look into the camera.
It was a Father's Day card that said, "I think what was it? I think I'm sure that I've given you a lot of trouble over the past 5 years, but I've really helped you out a lot." And then you open it up, and it says, "If you knew all the stuff that I did, you'd be in an institution right now." So I don't know if you thought that was the funniest thing ever, but my mom and I sure did, so we bought it for him.
Nice.
Tell your dad you love him.
I love you, Daddy. Have fun in all your travels, and I'll see you in August.
Get out of my podcast.
All right.
Get out of
my boyfriend's coming in here, so you better
Right
go
up,
lay it on
nice.
him. Okay.
You bringing Eli in right now?
I am.
Check this out. Do you see how gorgeous he is?
Yeah, right.
You
There's it's a super cute girl if they can wear their hair back and they're still super cute.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, gorgeous girl.
Right on.
Yeah, she's gonna have to dump this guy coming in here pretty quick. You know what I mean?
I don't even know who the
Yeah,
fuck
seriously,
this guy is.
this guy. By the way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
hey, who's
this
here?
is Eli, and I want to let you know we're celebrating the Father's Day, and Eli for the first time. We just met like what, an hour or two ago?
About an hour ago.
Okay, and Gary, the executive producer of Love.
That's
Thank
right.
you for being part of 1 Degree of Chunky B in the celebration of Father's Day. Where were you born?
I was
We
born
understand you're a test tube baby. Let's talk about that.
Well, I was physically born in White Plains, New York.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Do you have a father who's still with us?
Yeah.
Is he married to your mother?
Yeah, married to my mother still.
Do you
About
have brothers
25
and
years.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
One older sister.
What are your intentions with my niece, bro?
That's
hell with
not
this
a Father's Day
I know.
question.
Let me get back on track. What's your relationship with your dad?
We have a very good relationship. I love my dad. He's my role model.
Yeah.
Nice.
What kind of
Why?
things?
Hang on.
Yeah. Why?
He's a great guy. He's a legend.
In what way?
Elaborate.
He's
Michael Jordan.
he's just the greatest guy. Like, there's not much more to say about him. He's provided for me. He's been there for me. He's a supportive guy, and he's always just pushing me. So I really like him.
What do you do for a
Oh,
living?
that's awesome.
What does he do?
Yeah.
He works in sports business.
What are you in the theater program?
No.
so you're dating. I'm getting back to father. Okay. What kind of dad do you want to be?
Same as my dad.
Eli, I want you to look into this middle camera,
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to give your dad a 30-second verbal Father's Day card verbally. And look into that camera.
Roughly 30. It could be coming at 27 or something.
Yeah.
Just starting out.
Yep.
Like, all right, dear Howard, dear Dad, thank you so much for being the greatest dad ever, and always being there for me and being supportive of what I want to do or what I'm interested in. You're the best. Can't thank you enough. Love you.
Nice.
I can see the tears in your eyes.
Yeah. He's a sap, man. I got nothing.
Welcome to my home.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome
Love you.
here any single time.
Great.
Be good
To your
my
beautiful
girl.
niece, okay?
Yes. Just be good to her, okay?
And look at me in the eye. Be careful.
I will.
Be careful. Okay. I want you to take the headsets off, and I want you to send in my son, Jack.
All right.
He's the tall
Eli,
one.
you're a good man.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
Good job, Eli.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Right on.
You'll be on next week, unless we cut you.
like we had it. That's a good guy.
Yeah, good kid,
That's-
man.
man.
You got a good one there.
All right. And our family in New York we're so close and protective. And we'll tell more about it.
There he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Look at this
give
guy.
it up for my son, Jack Brian O'Rourke.
Love this kid. Love this kid.
Yeah. You're my main dude, and
Oh, here we go.
talk to him. Just talk
Okay,
to him.
Jack. So in general, what's it like having Chunky as your dad?
Well, he's a great dad. He helps me with everything, sports, school, except for math.
Well, Ocean Charter dad. Ocean Charter dad.
No, but overall, he's a great dad, and I can't ask for a better dad.
Nice, man.
Isn't that a good kid?
Yeah.
And I want to let you know, Jack is,
Who's the kid who was just in here?
Eli?
Yeah. So you have the same dad as Eli? Because he said the same thing.
Hey, I got to tell you a story, and Jack will not deny it.
Yeah.
At the age of like 8 or 9,
I was there.
Jack.
Is this at the mall?
No, that's a whole other thing. Yeah.
Can I
Jack,
tell that story?
Yes, yeah, but give it a second. Jack actually said to me one day, "Dad, I hate to break this to you. You're not my real dad."
No way.
Yeah. And you want me to keep talking, or you want to say it?
You keep talking.
For some reason, Jack thought his real dad was a tight end for the Dallas Cowboys.
Who, Jeff Rower?
He I don't even know what name. It wasn't in a real.
I think it was. I forget what player, but it was.
You looked at him and you were like, "That's probably
That's
my dad."
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
And you know
too
what?
bad.
Are you ready for this? To this day, Jack still will joke with me.
Right.
You're not my real dad. and Jack, in a matter of less than a month, is starting to train to go to Pally High and be a tight end on the football team.
Ah, it's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Give it up.
Yeah, but he's taking after his other dad.
Yeah,
Which, by the
other
way,
day.
folks, we're joking.
Yeah.
It's joking.
But seriously, it might be his dad.
What kind? What do you have there? You
Yeah,
brought
yeah.
something in?
Okay.
You want me to just continue the interview?
Yeah. Well, yes.
All right, Jack.
Do you want to read that?
Yeah, so
Do
as
it.
we all know, today's Father's Day. And this morning, when my dad comes down from upstairs, I give him this card from me and my sister.
Okay.
And it's a Father's Day poem just for you. For every beer that you consume, for every fart that clears the room, for every freaky fashion choice, for every touchdown that you rejoice, for every meal that you attack, for every time you've shown some crack, for every bit of great advice, for every phrase you've shouted twice, for everything you always do, this special day belongs to you.
Yes. Terrific. That's terrific.
Isn't that crazy?
That's terrific. That's a great card, and it's perfect.
And you know something? You know how much I enjoy both my children.
Yeah.
But yesterday was Nancy and I's 17th wedding anniversary.
That's
And we
amazing.
went to Jack's All-Star game. And Jack hates it when I brag about
Yeah,
it.
no. You have to, or I was going to.
Yeah. Jack slammed one out first inning.
Yeah.
Of or I think technically the second inning of the All-Star game. probably 3:30. The fence is only 3:10.
Right.
It went across the street into a neighbor's yard.
Yes.
Solo home run.
Love it.
Then at the bottom of the third, bases loaded. Jack gets up, straight away, maybe left center. Grand slam in his all-star game.
That's amazing.
That's a great Father's Day.
I've seen him do it. I see him do it almost every year.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
Jack,
he's a beast.
what kind of dad do you want to be?
I want to be a dad just like you, like supplies for their children and can like teach them like whatever they want to know when it comes to sports like you do for me.
Awesome. That's awesome. Hey, we're going to wrap this up too.
Yeah.
Looking in the camera and, you already did it. He already did it,
Yeah,
right?
you did it.
Yeah,
You
he
did
did
it.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Tell your dad you love him and get the hell out of here.
Love you, Dad.
Come here, give me a hug.
There you go.
Take your headsets off and give me a hug.
Oh, that's nice. Here we go.
Is this guy the guy or what? Love you, buddy. Thank you for doing that.
Big ups, Jack.
That's right there.
That kid.
Right there.
That kid's
That's the real
something,
deal.
man. That kid's something.
That's the real deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, by the way, we should say that both of us do have other children.
we
do. We do have 2 other children.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my neighbor. I love him dearly, Greg Acosta.
There he is.
Okay, we're going to give. I know we're going to talk about our other children, but I want to get that mic up against your gorgeous face.
Here we go.
Before we talk to Greg Acosta, I'm going to say a couple things about this man who is one of the greatest neighbors. One found my house on this block before I bought it. He's like, "Oh, there's a house." Then another house, but we're talking about dads.
The house with the pool is the one I wanted to move into.
Okay, we're talking about dads.
That's right.
And I'm going to be honest with you. His dad stormed the beach of Normandy.
Nice.
Okay, his dad was a judge in Puerto Rico. His dad, who just said goodbye to us,
December 24th.
December
Sorry to hear that.
24th, right?
Yes, we did.
What does what does Father's Day? And first of all, real quick, Greg, I didn't mean to cut you off. Kevin is how old?
9.
He's got a great 9-year-old Kevin that is just a fun, loving kid, growing and enjoying. We were at the beach today together.
Nice.
What does fatherhood mean to you, Greg?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because this morning I was sleeping and Kevin, who's a little bit of a chicken, snuck in my bed and he...
just get that closer.
Yeah. So he sneaks in the bed when I'm sleeping, and I wake up, and there he is. You know, he looks at me with his blue eyes and goes, "Happy Father's Day!" And that's how I started the day.
Nice. That's nice.
That was the beginning of it, and it was very interesting because this is the first time that I can remember that I was going to call my dad for Father's Day and wish him but now that he's has changed addresses, as I like to say. He's still around in spirit, but he has definitely changed the zip code. And so it was very interesting, that here is my son just with a smiley face, wishing me a happy Father's Day. And then it hit me that, I can't do that right now to my dad. But, maybe I can. And so maybe
You know something? Yes, you can. And you can do it right now. If you could write a Hallmark card to your dad right now, and you can look into this middle camera and take how much time you ever need, how much time you need, right. 10 seconds to a minute. Say Happy Father's Day to your dad in heartfelt.
Happy Father's Day to the best father in the world. And as we all know, we said our everything. We had no unfinished business. We just left it at that, which was a very positive thing, especially when he, moved on, because there was closure, and there was nothing there. I felt like I needed to tell him, so basically we looked at each other, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he said, "Are you good?" And I said, "I'm good." And and we left it at that, and it was just so. It was one of those things, because when you have something that it's unfinished, it haunts you till because you haven't said everything. And so I go look at this with peace and serenity, because it's like we were both good at the time, and I just want to wish him the best Father's Day wherever you're at, and you've accomplished so much in your life, which makes me an underachiever.
Which he's not.
We all feel that way.
Oh my God, yeah, I can never even come close to holding the torch. Sorry I let you down about law school. And
wait, I thought you said you didn't have any unfinished business.
Yeah, really? Thank you.
Yeah. No, there's a few things where we were, but one thing he did tell me, he goes, he goes, son, I'm proud of you. You know, he knew that I wasn't cut for law, and he says, if you want to be a garbage man, I respect that, but he goes, just be the best damn garbage man that you can be.
It's great advice.
And I said, oh, you know what? That's pretty cool, but I don't want to be a garbage man. So anyway, wherever you are, have a great Father's Day, and we are good.
Oh, that's
right
nice.
on. Greg Acosta, thank you for being a great friend. Thank you for being a great neighbor, and thank you for
Thanks for having
all the wisdom that you share.
Oh, it's not that much, but once in a while, there's a little tidbit of there.
That was nice.
All right.
Thanks, Greg.
Send our next person in.
Is there another person coming in?
Yeah, Michael Shirless, and then we'll wrap it up after him.
Dude,
Yeah.
my wife's sitting out there waiting for me to
I know.
come out.
I know.
All right.
I know. I know it's Father's Day. Check this out. We're going to wrap this up in 3 minutes, dude.
She's probably not going to be there when I get back.
Come on in, Stacks. Ladies and
All right,
gentlemen.
let's cut this one short.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a great honor to have
Put the
Michael
cans on,
Shirless in the Garage of Love. Put that mic up against your pretty face.
Wow.
And what's awesome about Michael Shirless, and you may hear me refer to him as Stacks, which is just a nickname after he got off the road shooting Guns N' Roses years and years ago. I had the privilege of meeting Mr. Shirless. We sat on the back of Michael's patio, and I remember seeing your face, Michael, just almost in satisfaction that your dad said, look at my boy, look at my son.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's got his friends that love him, and your dad was a big-time lawyer.
Oh, yeah, he was a corporate guy, corporate America.
What was his big case? What was his big case?
Big fire guy. He did the MGM Grand.
That's what it was.
In Las Vegas, and became the foremost fire guy.
Right.
However,
yeah,
he always, what do you do for a living? I don't know. I'm a camera guy, that sort of thing, and never knew it. And then one day, I met with him, and he was having lunch with the mayor, and he's of Philadelphia, Wilson Good, and they didn't care what the case was or this or that. They all wanted to know what it was like the 17th at Kapalua, because they knew I did the golf tour.
Right.
And that's when my father turned to me and says, man, you got it right. And it was a heck of a moment. It was a heck of a moment.
I know his mother, beautiful mother, Honey, who we just spent last month some quality time. But I remember your dad just sitting in your back patio, and it's all decked out and beautiful. Just his arms up, his legs crossed. It was almost like not a mafia guy, but everyone rotated in and sat next to him and got to enjoy some of his wisdom. And then we moved on. And what? Now, I know that you're married to a dear good friend, Leslie Rizzo. You guys, you're technically not a father, but I call you the godfather of love.
I live vicariously through your children. Yeah. Absolutely.
What does fatherhood mean to you?
Fatherhood is a way that my father treated me, and if I was a father, how I would treat my children. However, I live, again, through my friends that have children, and the way they interact. And it wasn't, that wasn't my road, and that's okay.
Right.
But I love kids, and my father always told me, if you're ever a father, do whatever I did that you like, do that. Right. And whatever you didn't like, don't do that. It was a very simple rule.
Right. And here's something that I enjoy so much, what you do to my children and to Jack. Like, for example, we were at the beach today, and Stacks decides to, hey, Jack, let's take a run. And you're so good. You have fatherness in you.
I can engage with the kids.
Right.
And it's awesome. And I love it. And that's my attachment there.
Okay, we're gonna put a bow on this. But before we do, I want you to look into that middle camera and just say Happy Father's Day to your dad. And just.
I'd love to.
Go ahead.
Edwin, you couldn't have done any better. Happy Father's Day. wherever you might be.
That's nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Shirless.
Thanks for having me, guys. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thanks for coming in.
Happy Father's Day.
You too, my friend.
That was cool.
Okay, I'm going to kick you out of the garage of love, and I'm going to wrap it up with this gentleman.
Yeah, will you tell my wife I'm on my way out?
Yeah.
No problem.
Because she's probably getting restless.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Thanks, Michael.
You're awesome. You're awesome. Look at that. See what I'm talking about?
Right?
See what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Great quality individuals.
Good people come from good dads.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this. I know it went longer. I want to let you know we just did a Father's Day special.
We did. I'm excited about it.
From one of the greatest dads you'll ever meet. He goes by the name of Gary Adler.
Thanks,
Thank
Chunky.
you. Happy Father's Day.
And thank you to you, Chunky. Happy Father's Day.
You guys rock.
Woohoo. Drink Venice Duck.
Hey, you guys, Chunky B. 1 degree of Chunky B in the garage of love. And you know if you want to get your quack on, you go to Venice Duck. And I'm not even kidding. This is a good beer. Tell your friends. Don't be afraid to get your quack on. Dude, this is actually really good beer.
It's fucking great beer.
We're so lucky.
Oh, shit. I'm still recording.
Hey, you guys. Music provided by Play Up Music. That's playupmusic.com.
Hey everybody, it's Josh Robert Thompson. I was the voice of Jeff Peterson, gay robot skeleton sidekick on The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. And now I'm unemployed and hanging out in the Garage of Love, right here on 1 degree of Chunky B.
And we're back.
We are back. Hey, tell them why we're back.
We're back because we forgot to do cards for our dads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do mine real quick, and then you get to you. Dad, you're just an amazing guy, someone to look up to, that I look up to daily and think about daily. I know we haven't gotten to spend a lot of time because I moved out here 27 years ago, but, I feel like you're next door. And I love you very much, and thanks for doing such a great job and for being such a great granddad. Love you. Chunky B, here we
Dad.
go.
Listen to me. I can talk to you all day long. You raised 3 great kids, me, Jeannie, and Tierney. You never, ever let us down. Your wife misses you. My mother. You taught me integrity, character, values, friendship, and loyalty. And I love you for that. Thank you, Dad. Happy Father's Day.